Board where we did not see it materialize into a tropical entity or anything tropical, if you will, but we did see, however, an area of low pressure develop, and it certainly has provided a lot of flooding concerns across the eastern seaboard here. You can make out the area of low pressure continuing to pinwheel up here around the Cape Cod area, also Boston, back up through the Portland area. Underneath these clouds, we are seeing some showers and also the potential for some coastal flooding and some beach erosion due to that onshore flow. Look at the atmospheric moisture, or the measure of moisture in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, and clearly all of the darker greens here that you see, that is a lot of the tropical moisture with this area of low pressure continuing to bring some heavy rainfall and some gusty winds around the Boston area. But this area continuing to lift off to the north and east, so places like Vermont, New Hampshire, you're getting the activity now. Portland back up through Augusta, Maine, and Bangor, that's where you will find some potential flooding concerns there. And as far as the flood watches, we still have those in effect for a good chunk of the New England area here, the I-95 corridor from Portland through the Boston area. Watch out for some ponding on the roadway this morning, and also with that easterly fetch, we have the chance for some coastal flooding, so just be mindful of that. Elsewhere in the tropics, fairly quiet conditions, and that's definitely what we like to see. Jeff.
All right, so good news there, and hopefully we'll get that rain out of New England pretty quickly. It looks like we still have some thunderstorm action, though, and some of these are pretty heavy now, moving east of Greenville over to the western parts of the Pamlico Sound on the Tara River and moving over the Albemarle Sound. Looks like Nags Head and Kitty Hawk and maybe up toward Corolla. Going to be pretty stormy this morning on the south side of Norfolk down toward Sandbridge and the Virginia Beach vicinity. And we have a front coming down from the north, some heavier rain moving past Duluth and headed toward the Minneapolis area. Looks like the Twin Cities be a little bit stormy this morning, but as this moves south, we can see more severe weather develop this afternoon in a swath all the way from Iowa right on over into parts of Wisconsin. And I did want to mention that we had some heavier storms move right past the Phoenix area, just north of the area up toward Payson, and then moving westbound along I-10. A little bit wet out there in the desert, so some of those clouds and showers may tend to keep the temperatures a little bit cooler in Yuma, Tucson, and Phoenix today than they otherwise might be. Well, coming up here on the Weather Channel, we'll be heading out and heading home, show you that rain and where it's going in the Northeast.
Free hot breakfast. Real value from your friends at Hampton.
Uh-oh, that's an expensive scratch. It takes just one and your fine furniture is done. Never fear, Fix-It Wood is here. Fix-It Wood is the fast-action scratch remover from Simonize. Now the wood scratch has met its match. Got a scratch on light wood? Just spray and the scratch goes away. Scratch on dark wood? With just a blast, it's a thing of the past. Any wood, any color. Surface scratches, multiple scratches, even long, ugly scratches. Fix-It fixes them all fast. Watch as we put a scratch in this table. But spray on Fix-It, wipe it, and watch it disappear. Time after time after time. Fix-It repairs them all in record time. Sandpaper destroys this hardwood flooring, but Fix-It repairs the damage in less than 5 seconds. Don't pay a pro. Do it yourself and save a bundle. And now Fix-It for light and dark wood with a microfiber finishing cloth is yours for only $19.95. Call now and you'll also get Fix-It Deep Scratch Fillers to repair deep scratches, nicks, and gouges. Just apply and let dry. It's like that deep scratch damage never happened. And there's more. Call now and get the Flex-It Duster, the totally bendable, fully extendable do-it-all duster. Just bend it, extend it, and dust hardwood floors in a flash. Angle it and wipe out dust on flat screen TVs. Make a corner bend and bring dust on the top shelf to an end. Reach on top of ceiling fans with ease. Dust around appliances and grab corner cobwebs in a breeze. And when the dirty work's done, just drop the duster right in the washing machine. The Flex-It Duster is a $20 value, but it's yours free. Just pay processing and handling. Get the Fix-It Wood Scratch Remover, the Deep Scratch Fillers, microfiber cloth, and the Flex-It Duster, a $60 value, all for only $19.95. Call or order online right now.
To order your supply of Fix-It Wood plus this incredible offer, call 1-800-301-7274. That's 1-800-301-7274 or go online to fixitwood.com. Call now.
All right, we've got some problems to say the least in the Northeast this morning.
Yeah, an unusual weather pattern, almost like a summer nor'easter, if you will. Portland, you're getting that rainfall now along the I-95 corridor. Pack the rain gear, pack some patience traveling out this morning. As we move into Boston, you are still seeing the light showers and the wind. For the most part, it will be during the morning hours and also around the Springfield area too. Most of the rainfall starting to lift on out and give way to a fairly nice weekend.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to squeeze out at least 1.5 days this weekend. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few interstates out as you're heading home a little bit later today. We've picked a couple of big ones here in the Northeast. I-95, well, looks like we'll have some showers and storms. I think today or this morning's rain will be out of the picture for the most part, but more storms could fire up there and along I-90 as well.
All right, if you're heading on the Houston area, I-10 to Jacksonville, some scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. Also just some isolated activity along the I-95 corridor from Savannah to MIA.
All right, well, thanks for joining us this week for First Outlook. Do we have that tower cam shot out of the New York City area? I guess not. All right, we'll see you again on Monday. Keep it tuned here right after your look on the 8.
Warning, the anti-smoking drug Chantix has been linked to serious injuries and suicides. If you or someone you know took the drug Chantix, this message is for you.
This is serious. Chantix has been linked to suicides, attempted suicides, and serious injuries following a blackout. If this has happened to you or a loved one, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
If you or a loved one took Chantix and suffered any of these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to a large cash award.
Chantix may be to blame for your loved one's suicide, attempted suicide, or serious injury following a blackout. Call the Goldwater Law Firm right now for a free legal consultation.
Don't put this off. There are strict time deadlines to file a claim, so call right now to see if you may qualify for a settlement. If you or a loved one took Chantix and were seriously injured or died, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. Call 1-800-472-6611. That's 1-800-472-6611.
Right now, whatever adventure you want, Travelocity can make it possible. Prices are now up to half off with no booking fees. Book now and help the roaming gnome pick his next adventure.
I'm waiting.
Eyewitness Weather. It's your weather story told your way.
Oh, look at that!
Log on to weather.com/eyewitness, and your videos and pictures could be on the Weather Channel. Eyewitness Weather. See it, send it.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
Storm Stories, Sunday night at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 63 degrees with foggy conditions. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, mostly sunny, high 82. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, low 65. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Saturday, windy with scattered thunderstorms. A few storms may be severe. High 83. Winds south at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. And Saturday night, scattered thunderstorms in the evening, partly cloudy skies overnight. Low 65. Here's our 7-day outlook. incidents, and construction impacting our area.
I Wake Up with Al.
Weekday mornings on the Weather Channel. Everyone can wake up with Al.
Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer, this is Al Roker with Wake Up with Al, and I have your 6 a.m. wake-up call.
Well, just thanks a lot. I've been up for about 3 hours. That is completely worthless to me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, you have a nice day.
Thanks a lot.
Severe storms threaten your Friday drive again. The risks, the region, and what it means for your weekend. American Idol alum Jordan Sparks wakes up with us to talk about why she's panting for these dog days of summer. And we go weather walking. Wonder what a Willy Willy is?
A whale. It's not a whale.
Free Willy.
That's Free Willy.
The answer and their hilarious guesses coming up on Wake Up with Al.
It's time to Wake Up with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
And good morning, everybody. It's Friday, July 24th, 2009. Welcome to Wake Up with Al. I'm Al Roker, live in New York, and we're following a developing story this morning out of Western Maryland. A commercial helicopter crashed in that region last night, unfortunately killing all 4 people on board. Let's bring in Stephanie Abrams down in Atlanta. Stephanie, definitely some concerns right now about weather at the time of the crash, right?
Yeah, and investigators are saying that visibility was limited due to fog at the time of the crash. The chopper did crash into Interstate 70 near Smithsburg, Maryland around 10:30 last night. It landed in the eastbound lanes, but the highway had to be shut down in both directions. No vehicles were on the highway at the time, but as Al mentioned, all 4 on board the commercial chopper were killed. Here's a look at the radar at the time of the crash. This is through the 10 p.m. hour. Heavy rain and lightning were reported last night. Now, the storm that brought the rain there is moving north and east, and it is bringing very heavy showers to portions of New England, especially in and around Vermont, also into New Hampshire and Maine. That's where it's located right now. We can show you that on our radar picture here, moving through the northeast, and you'll see the heavier rain indicated by the yellow and also the orange here on the map. Low pressure centered in and around Boston, and anywhere from Massachusetts, it's exiting Connecticut and moving into Maine. It's going to be a soggy day. Therefore, multiple flood advisories are posted right along the 95 corridor from the Canadian border through Boston down towards Rhode Island. Heavier showers are basically back towards Lebanon, a little bit farther inland. Rainfall rates about an inch per hour. So we could pick up a third or a quarter of our month's worth of rainfall in just 1 hour. Currently, our conditions are looking like this. Our winds not all that bad with the exception of Boston. That's where our winds are around 20 miles an hour, so it's going to be pretty nasty if you're walking out the door here in Boston. I checked for delays. No delays, Al, as of right now in Boston, but I'm thinking that's just because we haven't seen the planes starting to take off. We'll talk more about the storms in North Carolina a little bit later.
That's right. But the good news, Stephanie, as we go coast to coast, that storm system is going to be moving up pretty quickly. Boston, you're going to see the end of that rain in the next hour or two, and that's good news. Newark, New Jersey, some afternoon showers and thunderstorms as temperatures start to fire up. Only 83 degrees. In fact, right now, if the way things shape up in New York City, it'll be the first time since 1869 when they started keeping records that we have not hit a 90-degree reading for the month of June and July. Raleigh looks pretty good, sunny and 89, and Panama City, Florida, looking for some showers and a temperature of 85 degrees. As we head on into the central part of the country, strong storms up through parts of Minnesota and on into Iowa. Des Moines, you're going to see afternoon thunderstorms, 90. Tulsa, beautiful, 96 and sunny. Houston, 96 degrees as well. And as we head out west, we've got moisture, monsoonal moisture on the backside of a high-pressure ridge. Phoenix, you're going to be looking at some showers, 103 degrees today. Portland, though, gorgeous, 88. However, the Pacific Northwest is going to see an extreme heat warm-up as we head on into the beginning of next week. Los Angeles looked great. Look for a high of 83 degrees and sunshine. Now, that's a look at your top weather stories. Let's check out the top news story headlines with Dara Brown from MSNBC. Dara?
Good morning, Al. Here are the latest headlines. After days of tough inside negotiations, Democrats in Congress now say they won't meet the president's timeline to push through a deal on health care reform. President Obama insists the issue will remain his top priority and says he now hopes for passage of a bill by the fall. According to court documents filed Thursday, the cardiologist who was with Michael Jackson on the day he died is now being investigated on suspicion of manslaughter in the singer's death. The report comes a day after authorities seized items from Dr. Conrad Murray's Houston clinic. And 3 new films open at the box office this weekend, though none of them are expected to give Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince a run for its money. The strongest new movie is expected to be G-Force, a 3D Jerry Bruckheimer film about highly trained James Bond-like guinea pigs. The weekend's date movie, The Ugly Truth, stars Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler and is drawing strong female interest. And finally, there's the horror entry Orphan, about the adoption of an evil child. A little too scary for me. I'm thinking G-Force is my speed.
Hey, Dara, I got 2 small kids at home. I think I am looking at guinea pigs for my future. That's
yeah, and in 3D.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better. Guinea pigs coming out at you. I love it. Either that, or it's that date movie. All right. We'll see a little bit, Dara. Thanks a lot. Hey, Stephanie, still to come, we've got the most accurate local forecast for your local neighborhood coming up in the Local on the 8th.
And Al, I think everything should be in 3D. Wouldn't weather be awesome if we could give it to our viewers here in 3D? All right. Well, also coming up, your local traffic report, and you won't want to be driving in this on your ride home tonight, right? The timing of the wild weather's coming up.
And who knew weather could be so funny? We're going weather walking, finding out about the Willy Willy as your 3D Wake Up with Al continues.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow.
You're waking up with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
Depression is a serious medical condition that can take so much out of you. I feel like I have to wind myself up just to get out of bed. Then, well, I have to keep winding myself up to deal with the sadness, the loss of interest, the trouble concentrating, lack of energy. If depression is taking so much out of you, ask your doctor about Pristiq.
Pristiq is a prescription medicine proven to treat depression. Pristiq is thought to work by affecting the levels of 2 chemicals in the brain, serotonin and norepinephrine. Tell your doctor right away if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase suicidal thoughts and behaviors in children, teens, and young adults. Pristiq is not approved for children under 18. Do not take Pristiq with MAOIs. Taking Pristiq with NSAID pain relievers, aspirin, or blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all your medications, including those for migraine, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Pristiq may cause or worsen high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or glaucoma. Tell your doctor if you have heart disease or before you reduce or stop taking Pristiq. Side effects may include nausea, dizziness, and sweating.
For me, Pristiq is a key in helping to treat my depression.
Ask your doctor about Pristiq.
Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake, do the ice cream and cake.
With Baskin-Robbins cakes, fun starts at only $9.99.
Taking its rightful place in a long line of amazing performance machines. This is the new E-Coupe. This is Mercedes-Benz.
It's about being on their side.
Sandy Garza, Nationwide Insurance.
I mean, when somebody comes in, their objective is not so much to increase what they're paying. They think, oh, I want to lower my cost. We do what we call an on-your-side review, and we can consult with them about how they can do things to save money by taking advantage of discounts. We try to save them money. I mean, we really do.
Get the On Your Side review and save. Call Nationwide Insurance today.
My name is Sandy Garza, and I'm on your side.
Eyewitness Weather. It's your weather story told your way.
Oh, look at that.
Log on to weather.com/eyewitness, and your videos and pictures could be on the Weather Channel. Eyewitness Weather. See it, send it.
It's 8 past the top of the hour. You're watching Wake Up with Al, and what a rainy start for parts of the Northeast, Al. Ugh, that's how you describe it, as ugh and ugh.
Yuck, yuck, or blech. And plus, a Willy Willy weather walk is coming up. We'll tell you what that means. But of course, it's time for your local on the 8s with Jessica by the Allman Brothers.
Our local Doppler radar. Today, mostly sunny, high 82. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, low 65. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Saturday, windy with scattered thunderstorms. A few storms may be severe, high 83. Chance of rain 50%. Our 7-day outlook. Incidents and construction impacting our area.
You're waking up with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
We wake up with Al every morning on the Weather Channel. Woo-wah!
Gotta love that. Hey, take a look. New York City, good morning, 65 degrees. Look at the sunshine on the Empire State Building. You're looking live from top of the rock at 30 Rockefeller Plaza, thanks to our friends at WNBC New York. And I'll tell you, that's a beautiful sight. Take a look at that. Oh, I'll never get tired of seeing that. So, Stephanie, when you see sights like that, I mean, doesn't it get shivers up your spine?
I don't know about shivers, Al, but I did learn a new word, and it makes me want to. It makes me want to chillax. Have you ever heard that word before? I have heard chillax. My daughter Leela has used that word. Maybe she coined it, and we didn't even know. We should give her all the credit.
No, she's a 4th grader. You know, they all know the cool stuff. But, you know, the one thing that is pretty cool is our weather wall, because we've got technology that no other weather people have. I love this thing. Take a look as we check it out. Up in New England, that nor'easter, really a summer nor'easter, is starting to pull out and move away. You can see in Boston, you still got some showers going on. But look, the good news is you're starting to see some clearing along the eastern part of Boston. That's getting the heck out. We really like that. But again, more heavy thunderstorms, interior sections of New England. That's going to hang around for at least another couple of hours. Providence picking up a couple of inches of rain, parts of Providence. We've got some strong storms right now moving their way just to the north of Minneapolis. But the good news is they are continuing to the southwest, I should say the southeast, skirting Minneapolis and the Metroplex there. You can see some heavier thunderstorms, but they're starting to work their way out of the region. Now, as we move into the southwest, on the backside of this big western high pressure ridge, southwest starting to see some heavy moisture, and that's all due to that monsoonal flow coming up out from the south, and they're going to see more moisture coming on in there. So that's going to mean they've got flash flood watches right now from parts of the southwest all the way into extreme southern California. So look out for some flash flooding in case you get some of those heavy downpours. Stephanie?
All right, Al, we're going to do a little weather walking here that you did.
That's right.
And apparently you asked what a Willy Willy is, and the first thing I thought is, Mike, come over here. I want to demonstrate. When you stick your, when you look at
no, wet
come
Willy.
Here, Mike. I'm going to show you.
I'm just going to keep on going because I don't want one of those.
Do not do that. Bettis, keep more.
That's
keep
not
walking.
what it is.
Keep on moving.
Keep walking. No. Okay, here we
That's
go.
That's a wet Willy.
What's a weather Willy? Roll it. All right, time to weather walk. Welcome to the weather walk. How you doing? Hey, if I say you're a Willy Willy, what are you?
A Willy Willy?
A Willy Willy.
A Willy Willy.
A Willy Willy.
Willy Willy.
Don't keep saying what I'm saying. What is it?
No, I have no clue.
No idea.
No idea.
Ladies, where are you all from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Well, if I call you a Willy Willy, what are you?
Isn't that up in Oregon?
No, that's Walla Walla in Washington.
A Willy Willy.
A Willy Willy.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to repeat it instead of figuring out what it is. But what does it mean?
Willy Willy.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, if I call you a Willy Willy, do you know what you are?
No.
Any guess?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Absolutely nothing?
No.
Give me something. You're a sandstorm in Australia.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Willie? Willie. Never mind. What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle, where are you from?
Iowa.
Iowa. If I call you a Willy Willy, Kyle, what are you?
Sandstorm down in Australia.
Yes! Very good. We have a winner! Finally! Yes! How did you know that?
I'm 16. I know everything.
It's what?
A whale.
It's not a whale.
Free
That's
Willy.
Free Willy. There you go. So now you know what a Willy Willy is.
Well, now I can differentiate. It is a fun word to say. I've got to say that, Al. All right,
That's
thanks
right.
for that. Now we want to bring in meteorologist Mike Bettis here to talk about some of the stories that we're following this morning.
Unfortunately, sad news out of Maryland this morning. And so if you're waking up with us this morning, we're following a system and a storm that potentially now put down a helicopter in western Maryland. The crash happened during stormy weather just off Interstate 70 near Smithsburg, Maryland, in the western part of the state. There was heavy rain and lightning during the time of that crash. The copter burst into flames upon impact. And 8 construction workers are still recovering this morning after lightning struck a home they were working on in Sabine Pass, Texas. Smoke billowing from the building after that roof was hit. One of the men went into cardiac arrest and is in critical condition. The rest are expected to make full recoveries. And this morning, while the West Coast sweats it out, Chile dealing with stormy clouds and snow. A cold front through South America chilled temperatures down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit, bringing snow to one of the driest places on Earth. Now, for this part of the world, it's winter. It's not summer, so not necessarily unexpected. Nonetheless, interesting to see they've got snow there. We could maybe transfer some of that to the West Coast. It's going to be so hot this weekend.
So what you're telling me, Mike, is it was really chilly in Chile.
Oh, so clever. You're so clever, Mr. Roker.
And in Mexico, it's going to be hot tamale.
What's on the menu? Chili today? Hot tamale?
Hot tamale, you got it. Well, meantime, coming up, we've got a live look at your local forecast, but we do want you to get involved here on Wake Up with Al, those jokes notwithstanding. Go to weather.com/wakeup and become one of Al's pals. Send your weather video or photos, and we'll pick the best each week and send you a little woo-wah swag. And Jordan Sparks dishes weather when we come back with Wake Up with Al.
It's Wake Up with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
Here is Kevin Shales Comfort Suites Hotel. Here's the spacious room where he relaxed with the free paper, the desk where Kevin took advantage of the free internet, and where he grabbed a free hot breakfast to start his morning. So where's